Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here. God knows I know why I'm here. Beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life. I'm going to apologize in advance if you are hearing any weird audio noising. I'm not sure what's going on. My computer has been having an issue since not long after the last video. So unfortunately, this is happening. So I'm going to actually try to avoid talking too much. But yeah, we're in Onmyoji. Yeah, pretty sure that didn't fix anything. I'm trying to fix this as we go, but it's very difficult. So, we've got the Hannya. I can't pronounce this, we know this. But I've got literally all 5 of them now, and because I did some reworks, and in particular, came up with a new idea, which is purple over here. So, as usual, we're going to just go through the level 40 Hahakagami zone, the level 40 Kappa zone, and just let them wreck shop and have some fun. Now, we'll start off here with Black, who we've seen him for a while. He's a classy. He's one of my classics, once the game stops freezing. But yay, freezing! We're used to this. There we go. So, as always, Black here is a grade 6. He is fully skilled up, as we can see. Yay, freezing! This is wow, this is actually out of control this time. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well. As you can see, of course, he does have his effect and everything for Jealous Heart. And of course, we have here the Demonic Strike. Everything, like I say, fully skilled up. Now, in his case, he's built more for just basically punching somebody in the face. Let's be honest here. He's more attack oriented. While he does have the effect hit boosting down here with the 44%, his main focus is basically just to hit somebody in the face. And considering that his attack is 9 across the board when you do the math right, if I am doing math right, I mean, you know, that can take a nice little chunk out of somebody, right? So, he of course uses a old standby Scarlet, which is definitely a fan fave, or at least it is for me. That some of them give a little effect boost, but the main focus is on, of course, everything else. He's just a little bit on the rounded side, but he's more about, like I say, attack. Sea Sprite is, of course, here for this effect hit booster. Anybody who's played knows I do love Sea Sprite, and I like experimenting with it. But in this case, he just gets the 1. I couldn't resist. Now, could I rework that with any other effect hit booster? Yeah, totally. But I also like to... I guess I also decided I just like Sea Sprite in general. Okay, so we're going to actually move forward now, down the line. And we are here with our others. We have red, white, and blue. And I assure you, that was not a joke intended. It's literally just because the colors of their outfits are like dominant colors are, you know. I'm an idiot. Come on, we know this. Now, red over here, of course, he's a bit of a classic. And he wields, of course, Sea Sprite, standing here, filling the gap as this beautiful effect hit booster. And this beautiful crit booster. With adding their own little effect hit boost. Again, to try to take advantage of what he's able to do and all that fun. Now, he is basically meant to be able to use his effects and also get some good crit damage in, because why not? He may not have the strongest attack, but he can definitely punch somebody where it hurts, which is always fun. Of course, he does have a nice little bit of a speed boost. He is grade 5, fully skilled, with Seneco, I can't pronounce this, you know this. But, you know, this one here that allows you to have a 25% base chance of inflicting daze, or 1 turn on your attacker when you take damage. If only because if he's doing his damage, having somebody else attack him and then suffer for it, that's kind of funny. I mean, it's the main reason I kind of love Mirror Lady. We all know this. So, of course, he has all these that focus a little bit more on attack and everything, a little bit of extra effect hit. But, yeah, basically, most of what he's doing here is his effects, and also so that he can take advantage of being able to daze someone, because if he's doing his effects, you're going to want to take him out, and if he's basically going to cause someone to get punched in the face, punch slips off in the face, so, you know, what works, works. Now, we're going to actually go down the line here to white, which, I hate to say it, but I think this might have actually been one of my favorite skins for a long time, just because it just looks so cool. I mean, it's an older skin, but it still looks good. There's some really great designers for skins in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Now, of course, white here is grade 5, fully skilled up, as we see. He also, as you can probably guess where this is going, but he got hooked up here with Odokuro, because I had this beautiful crit damage, crit, and effect hit booster. Like, that's literally all this soul does. And it works very nicely. I kind of love it. But also have this beautiful attack soul here, and to take advantage of Odokuro's effect. If only because why not try to get him some more damage with Shadow on here, so he's actually boosting his damage even further. Not the strongest attacker, but a good crit, good amount of crit damage, some effect hit, a little resistance, a little rounded. But he has abilities attached to him now that can boost his own damage he can do, so that's always fun. Of course, we have Shadow, more shadows, and honestly, it just fit nicely with the skin color, I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Now, we move down here over to blue. It's funny how they just dance. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot and I love just making them. Now, in Blue's case, he was a foray into giving them additional effects aside from their own. He's grade 5, fully skilled. Yeah, his attack is almost non-existent, with the focal being crit damage and effect hit. Like, yes. Because not only are we aiming for his own effect here, with his demon mask, but not what I wanted to do. Come back here. But I also wanted to experiment with Shy Soul because I don't play with Sleep near as often as I probably could. You all know I love Temptress more. But I wanted to play with the Sleep, and I had this beautiful speed booster, this beautiful defense and all that, and figured, you know what, let's try. Now, of course, that 103 is not only just for his own, but also to let him put someone to sleep too, which is also leads to Inshojo being here because I had this lovely crit damage booster here, and this beautiful effect hit booster here, and figured why not. And I mean, you can't tell me that isn't some gorgeous crit damage and effect hit. Now, of course, he has this beautiful speed booster. He's basically, more of his purpose is to be on the front line, try to get sleep off as early and often as possible, do a little damage in the process. Basically, because everyone knows, as I've said before, seen my own experience, if you can take first turn, sometimes that can be what decides an entire match. And, you know, I wanted to experiment and see if sleep could actually be good for that. Which, yes, it has been very nicely. Now, he's not as effective as Yumikue at putting people to sleep, but that's literally Yumikue's gimmick, so, you know. Now, we're going to go all the way down the line here to our newbie here. Once I get there, come on, you're here, so, there you are. To purple. Whew. That is a very complicated back piece. But he, of course, I couldn't resist. I wanted to put Temptress on him, so yes. Now, normally when I do these videos, the very last one is unevolved grade 4, you know, to show the differences. In his case, he is evolved, but he's still grade 4 and fully skilled. I typically try to keep the last one fresh, but, you know, things happened. And I accidentally evolved him without thinking. I think I had had a little too, I think I was actually had NyQuil earlier, so. And if anyone's ever read any of my writing attempts over on Archive of Our Own, that's all the proof you ever need, that NyQuil sometimes makes my brain do weird things. Anyway, moving forward. So, as you can see, of course, with our usual Temptressing build here, it's a little bit attack-oriented, yes. This crit damage booster, and of course, effect hit booster, because he's here for about the same effect that the Sleep Soul had, which is to get Confuse off as fast as possible. First turn, to buy you the entire match. Or most of it. And of course he has the speed booster again, because first turn, yes. Now there might be someone going, again, is someone new who's wondering, why do you love Temptress so much? And the answer is because early in the game, when I got Shiranui when she was released, I experimented by putting Temptress on her. A lot of people will tell you don't. I did. I have never once been disappointed. Especially because some Shiki are so weak to confuse, they become their own team killers. It's hilarious. We're all looking at you, of course, Onikiri. I'm serious. That Temptress Soul plus Shiranui has actually won me quite a few duels and everything before. And with at least one person going, what just happened? Which honestly is just hilarious to me. So, you know, maybe just trying to repeat with Hannya too, and maybe any others. Besides, Confuse is fun. I've even been very happy with having Confuse on my 4th Yuki-Onna right now. It's been so hilarious, and I love that it was suggested to me. Temptress can just do a lot of stuff, especially if you can have as many opponents as possible. But I've digressed. I said I wasn't going to talk much, but I've digressed. So, what we're going to do right now is we are going to hit the level 40 Hahakagami zone, then the level 40 Kappa zone, and just let the boys here wreak shop. So, let's see, have a little fun, shall we? Now, if you don't want to see that, you're welcome. And if there's weird background noises that have been annoying you, but you made it this far, thank you. Please just do the holy trifecta with the like, comment, subscribe down below. Now, if you want to see the show, please enjoy. And whooshing. Okay, come on. There's first turn sleep. Yep, we got some hits off here. And there's Confuse hitting. Now, would they probably be hitting more if I had somebody dedicated to the party? Yes. If anything, that seems like an idea. To be honest, that does seem like an idea. An Azure Basin-based Hannya. I guess that'd be something for in the future when I do like a 2.0 version, I guess. But, you know, I just have to decide which of them is not going to appear. But, you know, whatever. I digressed and I completely lost track of what I was doing. But, okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, okay, not really doing anything. Now, Black seems to be putting in the work. Okay, sleeps, confuses. And, well, yep, there's that Daze from Senecio hitting. That's good. Now, Red is definitely is Red on the fragile side, or is he just taking a lot of hits? I'm gonna have to look into that considering I play back the videos afterwards, I'm gonna have to definitely check that to see what happened, but, you know, you can ask me about it, I'll let you know later. But, okay. So that was that. Let's hit the Kappa zone. I'll see you all in a second, okay? Okay, hello, and we are back in the Kappa zone with our with our 5. I can't count. With our 5 Hannya, and yeah, let's go. And okay, sleep hit at 3 out of 4. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. Jesus, I forget. Yeah, Black is putting in the work. That quadruple nines is definitely coming into play. And Sleep and Confuse are an effective duo. Yes, they are. And of course, there we have the Scarlet's effect and Sinessio's effect. I'm gonna never pronounce that name right. That was so fast. That was great. Oh, that was gorgeous. I love that. All right. Well, on that note, if you stuck around to the end, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy. If you know, on your way out the door, if you'd like to do the holy trifecta of YouTube with the like, comment, subscribe down below, that would be just awesome. And I'll catch you next time. All right. See ya. That was great. I hope this isn't too skewed.